Welcome once again to another wonderful and interesting episode of Campus Snake Africa. I'm CJ, the double Z, YB, A double Z, YB.
I'm Andrea Eben. I'm German, working for the Ghana Skills Development Initiative, and you are watching Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching.
My name is Jeanette Burmester. I am greeting you from Ghana, Africa. I'm German, but I'm living in Accra since. I'm a fan of Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching.
Hello, my name is Elliot Leonard. I'm from the northeast of England, and we're here in Nairobi. You are watching Campus Sneak Africa. Keep watching.
I'm Ollie, I'm from Germany and I'm visiting Kenya, and you're watching Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching. See you soon.
Welcome once again to another wonderful and interesting episode of Campus Snake Africa. I'm still JAZZYB, and I'm very sure you are wondering, where is Campus Snake Africa today? Where is jazzyb today? What's he up to today? Don't you worry, we are going to be at different places today. We're going to touch different countries, we're going to touch different places, we're going to speak to different people from different parts of the world. So today's a special episode. Is actually going to be a classroom episode, the first of its kind in the episode of Campus Snake Africa. Don't you be in a hurry, because today's episode is going to be a very interesting and a special episode that you won't forget in a very long time. And I guarantee you that by the end of today's episode, you'll be glad that you did not miss this episode. You are even going to say to me, thank you, Jazzy, for bringing us this particular episode. So right now, I want you to sit down, fasten your seatbelt, and let's travel together on this wonderful journey of this episode of Campus Snake Africa. Don't you go anywhere. On this episode of Campus Snake Africa, and of course I know that a whole lot of you have been wondering, what does Jazzy mean by classroom episode? Well, it's a classroom episode not because we're going to be doing a whole lot of things in the classroom, but the things you are going to see or you're going to learn from here today is going to be such an education that you are not going to be able to forget in your lifetime. Today we're going to be seeing how many people that are still on campus today, and they are already making their future beautiful. What do I mean? By the time they are done from the university, they are not going to begin to look for a job, but they're going to become job givers themselves, because while they are in the school, they are already entrepreneurs. Some have graduated from the university and they never at any point in time wrote an application letter to any company seeking for a job. But as soon as they graduated from the university, they became an employer of labor themselves. They started to give out jobs to people. They became a CEO right from the university, and that's what I want to use this episode to do to you. To change so many people's focus, to let us have our perspectives and priorities put in the right position. Some of the things we're also going to see on this episode today is going to prepare you to know that by the time you are done from the university or from the school or college where you are not supposed to be looking for a job, or you yourself should become a job giver. You are going to know how are you going to enter into this world of employment. There's so much unemployment around the world today, but it's not going to affect you if you actually take your time to study and learn from this episode of Campus Sneak Africa. Don't you go anywhere. Let's travel together on this journey.
I'm Andrea Eben. I'm German, working for the Ghana Skills Development Initiative, and you are watching Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching.
My name is Jeanette Burmester. I am greeting you from Ghana, Africa. I'm German, but I'm living in Accra since. I'm a fan of Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching.
Hello, my name is Elliot Leonard. I'm from the northeast of England and we're here in Nairobi. You are watching Compass Sneak Africa. Keep watching.
I'm Wole, I'm from Germany and I'm visiting Kenya, and you're watching Campus Sneak Africa. Keep on watching. See you soon.
Wow, you were doing a whole lot of things at the same time, and you were a student. How were you able to balance this and your academic? Now you're in your final year, you are writing your final exam. What has the experience been like?
Well, it hasn't been easy. The journey hasn't been smooth, but we thank God. I think in my second year, I had to, because people have this belief that if you're not a full learner or a regular student, then you're a second-class citizen.
Oh, you are doing distant learning?
Yes,
okay.
I'm a distance learner,
okay.
distant learner rather.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think in my second year, I had to fill or buy a jam form to transfer to the regular system, but it still didn't work. So I believe maybe God wanted me to be a distant learner so I can also work, because had I been a regular student, I won't be able to do all the things I do now, you know, acquire the skills I now have, earning me money and all that.
What's the difference between a regular student and a distant learner?
Okay, a difference of a year.
Okay.
A distance learner spends 5 years and then the regular 4 years. So, and aside that, there are some other things, or should I say benefits, that if you're a distance learner you won't be able to get, and then if you're a regular student you have.
Now for you like paid your way through school by yourself. Tell us about that.
Okay, I first started ushering. I think most young girls in school, the hardworking ones, not the slave mamas and prepare them gang, all of that, they usher, most of them in different schools. So I did that, started from ushering, and then people approached me due to my height and all for modeling jobs, photo shoots, to help them fashion designing and, you know, wear their outfits and get it out there in public. So from there I started, even though my parents at first were not in support of me working because they felt it was going to come in the way of my education, but since I wasn't a regular student and I had a lot of time to myself, so instead of just being idle, I decided to put that time to use, acquire the skill, and then a skill in soap making. So I make soap, I usher, I model, I do a whole lot of things. So through that, and I'm also a Unilever ambassador. I got a job with Unilever, so that has also helped me to, you know, the little things I get, put them together, and I was able to see myself through school. Ushering jobs are actually very flexible. The only this thing that took most of my time was the Unilever thing, but my superiors or supervisors are actually very understanding. So like right now, I'm currently not working because of my exams. I'm writing my final year exams, so I was given this whole month for projects or classes and all of that. They always allow me go. Yeah.
No, but wait, when you decided you wanted to go to school, you had challenges and which were obvious and were strong enough to have stopped you from going further with any kind of education. What prompted you? What fired you on to say that you are going to get it at all costs?
Yeah, because I just didn't want to be ordinary. I wanted to be extra. I didn't want to be like every other person. You know, I wanted to also, you know, forge ahead no matter because I knew it was just a matter of time, you know.
And today is almost history. You are writing your final exams, right?
Yes, and I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Wait, when you are out of school, when you are done with school, what's your big dream? What's your dream? What are you on to next, apart from the National Youth Service? Okay,
I have the intention of forging my studies, going for masters, but hopefully not here in Nigeria. Maybe go to Europe, Germany, you know, and then I hope to be like an ambassador. Maybe international relations will be the course I'll be going for. So, because I love to communicate, I love to meet people, and yeah.
Now, the course you are doing presently, you said is what?
Communications and language arts.
How did you come about that? Just what made you make that that choice of course?
That is the best decision I ever made, because it has actually opened me up to so many things. I've had to pitch my business to a group of investors, and had I not been a communicator or learned the skills required in communicating effectively, I might not have been able to stand out
You know, there are a whole lot of young people today all around the world. Some are even watching us right now that have problem. Like they just conclude, they just give up. Like, I don't have someone to sponsor me to school. I don't have someone to pay me through school. I need you to advise them. Being a perfect example of someone that paid her way through school by herself. You were working and you were doing things that were legit. And today you are writing this season you are writing your final exam. What I need you to advise them.
Well, I'd just like to say they shouldn't give up. Hard work actually pays. Hard work is not known to have killed anybody. And I think if you're able to struggle, you know, put in your best. If I can do it, anybody can. I mean, I'm a lady, and so many people feel intimidated when they see me, like, I'm into so many things at the same time. And, you know, even some guys are there, they're not. So I'll just say, just try. You don't have to depend on a man for anything. So because I believe luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So be prepared for that. Like, start now to work. Don't procrastinate. Procrastinating is actually one of the most rampant thing among the youths and even the adults too. So I'll advise you not to procrastinate. Anywhere you find yourself, any environment, try to learn whatever it is they are doing there, because you have no idea where that's going to help you in future.
Like, we have a whole lot of young people graduating from university right now, from different universities, even with different levels of degrees, and they are coming out, there are new jobs. You are almost a graduate today, but even while you were in school, you already own your own company. Tell us first and foremost that you are an entrepreneur. First and foremost, tell us about your life of entrepreneurship.
It all started at the age of 14. When I always went to join my mom in a provision store in the biggest market here in Ibadan, Bodija Market. So at that age, I felt I didn't really see, like, I wasn't looking at the future. To me, it was just going to assist my mom, and that was it. But I didn't know that was actually preparing me for what was ahead, because I think that was the starting point of my business-minded person, because I'm actually very business-minded and I love to do business. So through that gave me the platform to, you know, at least through that I already knew how to bargain, negotiate, and I already met with so many other business owners. So I think it was after my 200 level exam, there was nothing to do, there was no job. I was bored, I was idle, and then I said, okay, why don't I just go and acquire a skill? There was this thing the government were doing then. It was a free acquisition center. You only pay for the certificate. So I thought, okay, why don't I learn soap making? Since I have my mom in Bodija selling, she can also help me, you know. I wouldn't have to do much work when it comes to launching the product. So that was what prompted me to acquire a skill in soap making. And today, the places that particular skill has gotten me to, I've won some competitions, business competitions, where I entered my liquid soap making business. So if not for that skill I acquired many years ago, and mind you, when I acquired that skill, I didn't see it as anything. To me, it was just like a side way, like a side means of making money, and I wasn't even serious to the business. I was only serious when I needed money. Like, it's not I made this, okay, why don't I just make and sell to my customers, you know? So it was later when people started telling me, testifying about the product and all of that. I was like, oh really? Maybe I should really look into this business and take it up. So yeah, I was still a student all along, and from there I started getting my customer base increased and all of that. So I didn't just sit waiting for someone to give me this or give me that. I had as a student. I just felt, oh, so I've been idle, let me acquire a skill. So there are so many free skill acquisition centers around. They even give you some handbills and all of that. So many people are nonchalant, especially the youth. When they are giving these bills, they don't really take time to read through it. Because when you read through these things, there are so many opportunities. There is no knowledge that is a waste. My being in the market at the age of 14, buying and selling with my mom, putting on apron, I mean, doing the dirty stuff. Yeah, of course, some people are looking down on me and laughing, but who cares? Look where I am today. I mean, people come to me and ask me, oh, please, we need jobs. If there's any opportunity, please let us know and all of that. So there's no knowledge that is a waste. Wherever you are, just try. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. Whatever you're doing, work hard at it. Be persistent, be consistent, and the sky will be your starting
So even
point.
as a student, you're already an employer of labor.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Elena Stova. I am a political studies major from America, and this is Campus Sneak Africa.
Hey everyone, you're watching Campus Snake Africa, and my name is Emmanuel Golden. I'm from... Hey everyone, my name is Emmanuel Golden. I'm from Savannah State University, USA, majoring in political science, and you keep watching Campus Snake Africa.
I am a biology major, second year student from America. Thank you for watching Campus Snake Africa.
My name is Shalonda Harper. I am an exchange student here at KUNST. I am from the United States of America, Savannah State University, majoring in accounting, and you're watching Campus Snake Africa, and keep watching.
Hey, this is the one and only Corbin J. I'm a mass communications major from Savannah State University in Savannah, Georgia, in the US, baby. Yes! You are watching Campus Sneak Africa.
Still on this episode of Campus Snake Africa, and I'm CJWZYB, and of course, like I said, that we are on this particular episode that is the classroom episode, and of course, I'm sure you are enjoying this episode. And right now, I'm seated with one of the very young people that is actually, or that has found his way through the parts of the university and has, built himself up, and right now he's doing a whole lot. He did this without having to apply anywhere. He started while he was in school. He walked himself through school, paid himself through school. And okay, don't let me say too much of this story. Hi, my name is Jazzy. What's your name?
My name is Ayo Owolabi Prof.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, boss.
Ayo, I'm sure that I'm excited. You're excited as much as I'm excited.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, let's start from this. Let's start from this journey. Let's start from school. While you were in school, when you entered into university, how was it like for you? What was life like for you in the university? How were you able to, pull through school? Because some people today think that, some young people think that, oh, I didn't have someone to sponsor me in school, I didn't have somebody to pay my school fees, and that's the reason why they never went to school, or they are not planning to go to school, or they don't have any vision or any dreams of going to school. What was it like for you?
Yeah, well, the journey wasn't smooth, but at the same time, because one is focused, and at that point, I really needed to go to school. I just want to go to school. But during that time, I don't stay on campus weekends. I travel down to this same city in Ibadan every weekend. Those who knows me very well in Jogo, we do instant pictures. So I make that money, save it up, pay myself, pay my school fees. And that was how I did it throughout school. And at the same time, I was helping my mom because she taught me photography, a blessed memory. She taught me photography. So then I used to help her, and at the same time still do the same photography thing. And I save up, and thank God we're here.
But first and foremost, what course did you read in university?
Physics with electronics.
Imagine, physics with electronics. And do you expect someone who studied physics with electronics to be doing what this person is doing today? Someone like this should actually be working in a with a white collar job, or probably earning some millions in quotes. That's what you think. But I'm sure AY is going to tell us more. Now, when you started this journey, at that particular point in time, when you entered school, how easy was it for you to combine your classes and you running out of school during the weekends to go work and put your mind together? How was it? How were you able to do it?
Well, probably grace, definitely, because then I remember very well. Every weekend, like I said, I come to school. Weekends, I leave school, come to Ibadan, do the normal instant pictures, save up, go back again. But then it wasn't easy, because I remember when I was getting admission into university, I have this, my savings, all my savings, I used it to buy camera then. So that was the first major camera, and it was a camera that everybody in the city were like, this guy is using this kind of camera, that camera, But it wasn't easy because I remember I bought that camera for 345, and that was 45,000. Then later on I stepped up, bought another camera again. That camera was 1.something million, but I bought it then I think for 5 something. But it wasn't easy. It's just like use all your life savings, you pour it on camera. Then I know if I really want to spend that money on clothes, I would definitely do that. But I just felt, okay, what can bless my future? Because this is my future. This is what I have passion for. So why not investing in it? I remember a scenario that happened in my church then. One woman gave me money that I should go and buy clothes, because then I just have maybe 2 shirts, 1 jeans, and I don't care as long as I'm fulfilled and I'm working towards my vision and as a young youth then. So the woman gave me the money, 10,000 naira. Hey, why go and buy suits? I don't like how you smell in the church with this same outfit every weekend. And when she gave me the money as a young youth, and definitely knowing that I need clothes, then I would have actually used that money to buy the clothes, but I decided not to. And I called her that, Mom, I'm saving up for a camera. I've deposited, still trying to balance up. Can I use this money too? That is what I want to use it for. And the woman, okay, if that's what you want to use it for, go ahead. And I did. And thank God when this place was opened, she was there. And I remember her telling me, Ewa, I am proud of you. That clothes you didn't buy there, I know you can buy even more now. So it's just you placing your priority right. And how do you place your priority right? That's why most youths nowadays, I just look at them. You want to wear the latest designer, you want to wear the latest shirt, the latest stuff going on in town. But at the same time, you are not investing in yourself. You are not investing in your future. And how do you invest? You invest rightly, not investing on material things. So I think that has really helped me through school. And during that time in school, I know to an extent I'm intelligent, so I still try to still face my studies, because education will take you far. That is just it. Education will take you far. That is what I've realized. So studying the physics electronics has really helped me, even in this field of photography that I am. And all glory to God, we're still here, we're still moving, and we will never stop.
When you were in school, when did you actually make the decision to go into what you are into today, photography? I mean, did you start before you entered university, or you started while you were in the university?
Well, I started before I entered university. Wow. My mom taught me the job, like I said, and that was...
So she started to teach you before you entered university?
Yes, I've been doing it, days of analog. My first camera was Zenith. That was the first camera she bought for me. Wow. So it's been long. Wow. It's just like that was just the only means of survival in the family. Wow. But at that point, I just needed something, the level at which my mom was when it comes to photography. Like I said, I would have still been there if not because of education, like I said. So education really pushed me, exposed me to see the way it's being done. And thank God we're here.
Now, you had every reason to have continued in the way your mom taught you, and you probably could have opted for not going to school at all, since you had a profession then, and you were already making money. What hinged that decision?
Well, I've been running photography for years, like I said, and at that point in school, I remember my classmates, they look at me like, this guy, and they don't know the dirty job I do here in Ibadan, But the thing is, during that time, even after school, while I was serving, because I served in Bayelsa, and then I remember I traveled virtually every weekend from Bayelsa to Lagos, down to Ibadan. At times, I'll get to Lagos midnight, I'll sleep in garage, early in the morning, pure water to wash my hand, my head, brush, everything needs, go for the job. After that, come straight to Ibadan, from Ibadan, straight back to Bayelsa. But at a point that I made up my mind, like, wow, this is what I will do. I was with my friends, my copper friends. So we're now talking, and one of them just said, oh man, that after this job, after this NYSC, he can't wait to just start a job in Lagos. That even at least if he can just get a job that they will be paying him nothing less than 70K in school. And I was like, who? 70 what? Because at that point I was already making more than that in a month. And you know, probably because like the word of God that says the gift of a man will make way for him. You stand in front of kings, not mere men. So that really helped me. And the passion in it also, the passion I have for it, because I see it as my life. I just see it as the only thing I see myself doing for the rest of my life. That is it. So that was at the point at which I decided that, man, I'm not going anywhere. Let me just face this photography. And thank God, you know, God has just been awesome.
Yeah, but while you were in school, you had challenges. You had challenges that stood against you that probably would have made you to drop the decision to follow this path that you are in today. Probably either to drop out of school or to drop you leaving school every weekend. Probably, let's say, probably in your final year. You understand what I'm saying? So at that particular point, or at those times, what kept you going? What kept you going in school? What kept you going? What kept you holding on to, tenaciously to this belief for your dream?
Number one, this is the only means I can survive. Pay myself through school. I don't have any job I'm doing. I don't have any other thing I know except photography. That was number one thing. Then number two, because I was afraid of poverty, you know, like I said, I wasn't born with silver spoon. I wasn't born with silver spoon at all, even plastic spoon. Not to talk of wooden spoon. But you know, I just had this determination within me, like what my mom used to say, that she invested in me, and that photography she invested in me is what has made me today. So you just keep doing it, and I keep doing it, I keep believing in it, and I keep improving, and I'm still improving.
So how does it feel for you to, you know, finish from school, graduate from the university, serve the service here, and just go into the business that you had always wanted to do full time? How does it feel? You know, some people started to look for jobs immediately they finished school. Some are still looking for jobs. Some people you graduated with at that time are still looking for jobs. Some are not comfortable in the jobs they have chosen. But you are soaring, like you are the top, you are the peak of your career. You are one of the top rated with in West Africa. So how does it feel?
Well, it's grace, and I feel honored, and I feel blessed. And like I tell, okay, at a point I was depressed. I could still remember very well.
I actually want to know how you're able to overcome that.
At a point I was really depressed, but I wasn't depressed. The depression made me positively.
How? Tell
now, what really happened was, at that point, you know, I sit down in my house and I think, I want to have this, I want to have this, I want to have a studio, I want to get. At a point, I was dreaming of all this light. Like, I want to get this going light.
It was just in your mind.
It was just in my, and I was depressed that, no jobs, how will I do it? But thank God for people around me. You know, discussing with them, it wasn't probably they taught me how to take pictures of this, but they just encouraged me. Then seeing them also encouraged me, like, you this guy, you can do it. Then self-denials, that really helped me. Now, what do I mean by self-denial? Now, I have money now. I feel, wow, I need a slippers. But at the same time, these slippers, I will just wear it and it will go. Then why not just get this lens? Let me save up for this lens, because this lens will still bring money for these slippers. And at that point, the way I was seeing all those depression, fine, I was depressed, but I have this belief that even in anything, in any situation or in any problem, I always see that problem as a sandpaper. What does sandpaper do to you? When you're using a sandpaper on a wood, if that wood is a human being, you scratch the person gets, you know, hurt, pains and all. But at the long run, what will happen to the wood? The wood will get smoothing and it will be fine. Then what happens to the sandpaper is useless. So that is how I've seen all those problems, all those depression, all those, you know, the thinking of, man, I don't have money, I don't have this. But now it has formed me, and here I am, and it's still forming me.
Stova. I am a political studies major from America, and this is Campus Sneak Africa.
Hey everyone, you're watching Campus Snake Africa, and my name is Emmanuel Golden. I'm from... Hey everyone, my name is Emmanuel Golden. I'm from Savannah State University, USA, majoring in political science, and you keep watching Campus Snake Africa.
I am a biology major, second year student from America. Thank you for watching Campus Snake Africa.
My name is Shalonda Harper. I am an exchange student here at KNST. I am from the United States of America, Savannah State University, majoring in accounting, and you're watching Campus Snake Africa, and keep watching.
Hey, this is the one and only Corbin J. I'm a mass communications major from Savannah State University in Savannah, Georgia, in the US, baby. Yes! You are watching Campus Sneak Africa.
Hi, I'm Jazzy. What's your name?
My name is Kenzo.
Kenzo. Kenzo, what do you do?
I do music. I'm an artist.
Wow. How long have you done this?
5 years now.
5 years? Wow. Well, you graduated from this school?
Yeah, from Wallace 2013. Mass communication student.
Mass communication?
Yeah.
Now, wait. Mass communication. You studied mass communication, and now you are a household musician here in Nigeria. Yeah. How were you able to how were you able, when you were going in for mass communication, what was your dream? And when you left school, how did you how did you travel from your desire to where you are today?
Okay, when I was coming into school, I want to be a mass communicator, and our poised lecturer said something then that it's not about you coming to school, it's about you pursuing your dream, what you've always wanted to do. Then back then, when I was still in the house, I'm a good, very instrumentalist, a producer, and as well a dancer. So I have no choice. I just need to blend things that makes me happy aside from me reading, me going to school. That is why I just thought of, okay, why don't I just be a mega artist, not just an artist, hip-hop battle artist, to infuse drum, infuse dance, and make it
like cultural.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Now talk about it. Now, like let's when you were making your decision to study mass comm in the university, and now when you finished from the university, you decided to go full-time into music. How did your parents feel about it?
Up to date, my father is not in support. Although the money is rolling in, the name is everywhere, then my father is no. I spent my money for you to be a mass communicator, not for you to be an hip-hop artist, not for you to be on stage. Then my mom was like, no, this is what he wants to do. He's happy with it. And he's not a bad boy. He's a very, very good boy. He's making money. He's making himself happy. And we're also happy. So it's not easy for me, and at the same time I give thanks to God that my mom is in support if my dad is not in support. But at times my dad will be like, I'm proud of you, you're making me happy, but this is not what I asked you to do.
Okay, now today there's so much unemployment around the world. When you were a student, how were you prepared for you to enter into that world? Because this problem of unemployment around the world has been on for a long time.
Yeah.
And right now, you are not searching for a job.
Yeah.
You are not looking for a job. You are not trying to take your CV anywhere.
Yeah.
You are pursuing your dreams.
Yeah.
You are even an employer of people.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how were you able to start off? How has it been like?
The thing is, most of our youth now, we don't think. Ever since I've been in my 100 level, I thought of something that before coming into a uni, there's still no job. Once I'm done with my certificate, I won't be able to present it that I'm looking for this social job. Fine, the money wise, I won't be happy with it. Then some will ask you to come today, come tomorrow. Some will even be like, it's not from a rich family, I can't give him job. I'll give the one with the connect. So the thing now is, I can't take my CV to anywhere. The money that I'm making, even a sole bank manager can't make it. 1 show, 2 shows, I'm very, very fine. So, and the thing now is, everybody out there is, I want to be a banker, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be this. And the thing is, once they're done with their school, they'll be in the house for like 6 years, 7 years, 8 years without nothing. I have a bike man. He's a first-class degree owner. Until date, he's still on the bike. But the thing now is commercial service. The thing now is, he has no dream, he has no goal for himself. When you're in school, you should always think of something that, okay, if school thing is not working for me, what should I do? That is why I need to go in learning production. I need to learn more of my skills. That okay, once I'm done with school, if school is not working, this is what I should do. That is why I prepare myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, for someone today that is not that is still in school, maybe this person is still 100 level, maybe someone is not even about to get into school, or some are about to graduate. That's a little problem. They are going into a world that is full of uncertainties about job and unemployment and everything. Like, what advice do you have for them?
Before I go into that, I have 2 younger ones. I told them before going into uni, I spoke with my mom and dad. My dad is engaged state too. I said, before going into school, let them have their handwork, let them learn. They are still young. So that when they get to
skills,
yeah. So that when they get to school, even without father and mother giving them money or me, they can as well use their skills to make money in the right way. Not be the silly ones, go out at night, do rubbish. As well, you're in school, 100 level, 200 level students. Once you're done with class, you can as well still put plenty of things into practice, your skills. Maybe you want to learn fashion design, you want to learn how to make hair, makeup, and other things like that. That is the only advice I can give them, is don't just sit back and relax with your education. Education is good, we all know, but we still need to learn to have skills, our hand job that we can do. Yeah.
Now, you were a successful student when you were in school, and while you were in school, did you used to like do some other things aside from the school work? Did you used to do some other businesses? How were you able to manage this business between your education and the business you were doing, you were engaged with while you were in school, even before you graduated? How were you able to?
It's not easy. That is the simple truth. But at the same time, I need to go back to my storyboard to think, okay, from 9, I'll finish my class around 5, but I have 2 hours break in school. That 2 hours break in school, I'll need to teach some of my colleagues how to play keyboard. Then I have like almost 8 students, and per day they pay me money. And once I'm done, I will need to go to studio to produce. I'll make money. At night, I'll go for all night dance rehearsals. I'll teach people. I'll go back to bed around 4. I'll wake up around 7 to freshen up and go for class. It's not easy. But the thing is, when you are dedicated to this is what you want to do, you need to come out straight in your academic, and you need to always prove some people wrong, that both with school and with your skills, you can still do something nice. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite boy, Kenzo the CEO, Kenzo, aka the Jabata Kronaki Arambada Omansa, aka Titikeke, and you're watching me live on Campus Sneak Africa. Don't touch it, don't go nowhere, and keep supporting the brand Campus Sneak Africa and Kenzo. I love you all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ayo Owolabi Prof. I'm the creative director for Olympic Studios International. Keep watching Campus Sneak Africa. Thank you.
I can remember when I finished secondary school, and then I wanted to further. I wanted to go to school, and then I wanted to make money at the same time. Ideas begin to drop. I keep having a lot of ideas. I keep talking to people about what I want to do, and a lot of this thing. That's how we started. But there was a spark of a need. There was a need. for me to like there was something I wanted to do. Like there was a need. I have to go to school and I have to survive it. Knowing where you're coming from, nowhere to support, nobody gives you money. You know, just have to do it. So I just created an entrepreneurship in my life to know that I have to be an added value to myself, make money, add life to people, and then that's how we all started. You know, but there was a spark, there was a need. You must have a need before anything could spark. Because there was a need that made me to say, okay, I have to just take it back to my life to say, let me give out some things to get something. So it's like sowing a seed to get what you want. So that was just basically what I did. It wasn't really easy.
So when you were starting this outfit, what level were you in school?
100 level.
You were 100 level.
I just entered.
You just entered school. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, and you spent how many years in school?
Yeah, I did part-time, so it was 5 years.
5 years.
You know, the reason for the part-time was because I need to work, then earn money, then go to school. That's why we have to just do that. And we spent 5 years, and it was really good.
For a whole lot of young people that are watching from all across the world right now, many people didn't even take the decision. They didn't make the step because they said there was nobody to send them to school. Some people ended up joining the wrong gangs, and because of this decision, I know there was a spark, but there was something at the back of your mind. What was your dream as at that time? What were you looking at as a big picture?
I've always been a person that has a bigger picture since I was young. So I really wanted to become a body of answers. Let me say answers to questions. And I really wanted to, the kind of environment I am, we're in Nigeria. And then I know what the graduate faces. I know a lot of people face a lot of things. So I've always wanted to be an added value to life. But I didn't want to do that alone. For instance, I'm not working a white collar job because I know I'll be too big for them. So I just thought, let me create something that could have a lot of people, kind of background I have. Like I've always wanted to be an added value to so many things. Brands, life, school, and anything I lay my hand on. So it has always been my drive from day one. So that's why I just have to start something that will involve a lot of people so that we can create job employment in our little way.
Job employment as a student?
You know, in our little way, you know, by everybody earning little so that they can survive. Because that's what I was surviving on. So I was a living example to everybody coming around to join me in what I do.
So while you were in school, how were you able to balance, manage both your business, your entrepreneurial life, and your education?
It wasn't easy. I can remember this. From my 200 level to my 400 level, I didn't go to school at all, which was really bad. But I was writing my exam. But I'm always coming up with a day reading because I read every day. But I have a specific time. I read from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. every day to catch up. I go to school for tests. I go to school for every other important. But lectures, sometimes I go. But it wasn't that easy. But I was able to balance where, because I have a bigger picture, I want to go to school. So I came out with a good grade in school. Despite the Ozu and all those like. But I know I was gonna do well because of my mind has been there, has been programmed on it. So it wasn't that easy, but it was easy for me, maybe because I have a need. I know how to meet my need, and it was working. So what I just need is just a little time to gather them together, which I did, and it was fun.
I also want you to now talk about the fact that you are able to do this with a whole lot of young people. You're able to get a whole lot of young people into getting busy and getting a bearing for their lives. How was the university able to prepare you in this direction as related to what course did you read?
Guidance and counseling.
Wow. Imagine that, guidance and guidance. Now, how is the university able to prepare you for this speed of unemployment that is all over the world today, not just in Nigeria?
The way I would have it is, God orchestrated a lot of things. When I was going in for guidance and counseling, the university didn't give me. I gave myself guidance and counseling because I know I was going to be dealing with people. So the education I got in school on guidance and counseling is helping me till today. Because some of the things we were taught are the things I do to maintain the human race. So it was it's so important to go to. Like I said, there was a need to go to the university because I know I needed to learn some things. It's not just about doing a business and then getting a lot of people. So the course I chose really helped me in a lot of things. And then thanks to my university and my lecturers, they really did well. And then the test and the exams are just tests, and they're just exams, just to be sure that you know what you're doing. So it has really been helping. I can remember a lot of scenarios where I would have flared up normally, because of human indifferences, but because of what I've learned in school, it has made me to know what I need to do at the right time. You know, it was really best. Everything just worked together. It's been orchestrated.
So what advice do you have for a young school, someone just entering into university today, or someone about to enter into university, or even someone that's about to leave university? What's your best advice to these young people that are just coming up right now as regards them getting ready for the world that we're in, this present day generation?
Okay, but for everybody in the world, white collar job is scarce, all because we have a lot of population. So you need to prepare your mind. Now, first thing you need to do is preparation of your mind to say you need school certificates to learn some things to work in the workplace. Now, you need to be an added value, like you need to create job opportunities. So you have to think outside the box. Thinking outside the box, we hear it every time and everybody just believes thinking outside the box. No, we're saying think about something you can do that can involve a lot of people, that you would create value and then they can exchange it for money. So you have to think outside the box. So you need to prepare your mind to say white collar job is limited. So be the white collar job. Let people tap into you. Try and be the white collar job. Like, okay, I want to be let me be a bank myself. Okay, so you could start contributions, and then when people begin to bring contributions to you, and then you keep subtracting and adding, you're becoming a force to reckon with. Without, you're everywhere. Hi, my name is Wallace, and I'm an event and brand strategist, the way I call myself. But I run an event hostesses and ushering thing. To keep watching Campus Sneak Africa. This is only a program I know when you listen to, you're going to be motivated. Keep watching Campus Sneak Africa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite boy, Kenzo the CEO, Kenzo, aka the Jabata Kunaiki Arambada Master, aka Titikeke, and you're watching me live on Campus Sneak Africa. Don't touch it, don't go nowhere, and keep supporting the brand Campus Sneak Africa and Kenzo. I love you all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ayo Owolabi Prof. I'm the creative director for Olympic Studios International. Keep watching Campus Sneak Africa. Thank you.
Alright, my name is Don T. And guess what? You're watching Campus Sneak Africa. Campus Sneak Africa. The best show in the world! Now, don't touch that dial. Now, they don't ask you who said so. You just tell them. Don T said so. You're heard!
Hi, my name is Adeyemi. I'm a student of the University of Ibadan, 500 level, studying communications languages. I'm the CEO, Treswell Enterprises. I'm a Unilever ambassador. I make liquid soap, popularly called the Soap Girl. This is Campus Sneak Africa. Keep watching.
You are on to Campus Sneak Africa. Basically, Campus Sneak Africa is communicating with students in different universities in Africa, making them understand their dreams and how to communicate with people. My name is Abraham King Abe. Well, I'm the SRC President, Student Representative Council, also the President of Motivation to Inspire Change. So I want to tell you, keep watching, stay tuned. You're watching Campus Sneak Africa.
Thank God you had a mom that invested in you, that you didn't have to struggle with her or your parents believing in what you have chosen as path for career. What about some parents that are forcing their words to do something that is against their wish? What's your take on that?
Wow. Well, okay, let me give you an example. That was the day I was with my nephew. I think then he was just 3 years old boy. And I asked him, what do you want to become? What do you want to? And he was like, I want to be a carpenter. How hilarious that was. But I understood what he was saying, probably because of where my background. When he says I want to be a carpenter, and I was like, wow, not just a carpenter, a top designer, because it's a dream. It's like a seed. By the time you plant it, it keeps growing, it keeps growing, it keeps growing. So my advice for parents is just allow your children to go for what they love. That is how they can strive. Even that is how parents can enjoy them. Because if you are forcing them to do what they don't want to do or what they don't have passion for, trust me, they won't do well. They won't do well. They won't. But just allow them, let them do what they want to do. Encourage them. The only thing I just feel, even as a parent now, that one needs to always make your children to know is education is important. No matter what you want to become, no matter what you love doing, okay, you love singing, okay, it's good, but you need to go to school. After your school, you can continue your singing. So that is how I feel parents should handle our children. Let them be comfortable with their dream. Let them know that you are with them in their dream, you are supporting their dream. But at the same time, make them know that education is important.
I would actually say parents shouldn't do that because it's actually very bad. You don't know the path your child wants. Yeah, of course, every parent wants the best for their child, but in the process of, I think parents should just guide their children and not impose it on them. Because at the end of the day, many of them come out and, oh, my dad wanted me to study engineering, oh, my mom wanted me to do medicine. For instance, my mom is into sciences and she always wanted me to go into sciences and all of that because she has this passion for it. But I didn't, because all my life there's always been art. It's either I'm communicating, I'm drawing, singing. It was just art. I mean, a world full of colors. I just didn't find myself, I didn't fit that world of sciences. That even in school I never really loved chemistry and all those subjects. So I'll just say, try and allow your children to choose for themselves what they want, because at the end of the day they are the ones living their lives, not you living it for them. So allow them make a choice themselves. Even at the end of the day, if those choices end up not being the right thing for them, let them realize that mistake themselves, because they will soon be adults, own families, and you wouldn't be the one running their families for them. So I believe if they start making decisions for themselves at that stage, it will help them in making more life-threatening decisions.
I have a friend in law department, in law faculty. He told me he doesn't want to study law, but his parents keep forcing him to study law. That kind of student was not performing very well. So I want to advise the parents to please, because this generation is a versatile generation that we all want to do something that our talent is telling us to do. So I want to tell the parents to please let us explore. Our life now is something we have to explore. Let's find out how we can make impact into people's life. It is hard for you to force somebody that doesn't want to study law and you force them into doing it. Someone that doesn't want to study accounting, you force the person to. I understand what from the aspect of the parents, which they want your children to focus on what you want, which I understand. But please, I want to tell them that they should please let them explore. Exploring is one of the best things in this world. I know that the parent might have plans for the children, which is one of the things to be a parent to a child. So basically, let them explore. Let them see how they can build on themselves. In the olden days, they don't explore much. But this generation is exploration generation. So let them explore. Let them have fun while they are exploring. But at the same time, just guide them through, protect them and tell them, okay, what you're doing is right, what you're doing is wrong. So exploration is very important. So please, our parents out there, allow us to explore.
The first thing is don't argue with your parents. They're your small gods, and the only thing you can just do is when they are happy, when they're in the happy mode, you can also just put them to sit and let them know why you don't want to do what they want you to do. And if they are insisting that you should do this, do it. But at the second thought of yours, you can as well just sit back and say, okay, my father wants me to be a doctor, and I want to be an artist, or I want to be any other thing you want to do. You can as well just use your money and go for your training yourself. Then when you are done with whatsoever they want you to do, you can just still do the doctor thing and still have some other things that you do. Okay, I have a doctor. He is working in a very, very big hospital in Ibadan here, and at night he's a DJ.
You need to respect them. That's fine. That's okay. But you need to let them know if you're going to change what they want you to read. You have to come up with so many reasons to tell them why you want to do what you want to do. Nobody told me anything. I just said I wanted to get an accountant. And I said, okay, since you want it, okay, I'll just go for it. That's me. That's what I want, because I know what I wanted. So I have the need before I could say I want to do this. If they want to do this for you, if you are fine with it, if you are cool with it, come on, do it now. But I know for every course or every business, there are over 12 things around it. For instance, I'm into ushering. My ushering could lead me to tailoring. My tailoring could lead me into laundry. My ushering also will lead me into makeup, lead me to a fashion designer, lead me to even the boss, you know, because we need cars. So I could be a car hire, I could do laundry. You know, for every business and every courses you do, there are a lot of things around. So if they choose this for you, try and look for the solutions of the jobs you can do around it. You understand? So we rent costume out. We rent costumes, we do makeup, we do fashion design because we saw the clothes we wear. We're into hair making. You know, we have over 12 businesses around just one business. So if they choose your course for you, that's fine. If you know you cannot do anything, you cannot able to convince them, think around the costs and then pick businesses out from it. I'm assure you, if you begin to write, I work with Byron paper every time. By the time you list your course and then you see opportunities around it, you'll be shocked of how many businesses you can do.